back. So I just want to kind of, what we've been looking at then is follow that facts out and then following up depending what contact you have from that, that's fine. We're putting that into cheese out. There's lots of things that we can do while we're playing cheese out. We've got techniques from the outside, turning punch, from the inside, pack facts out. From half and half, we could have black facts out, we could have a turning punch and a gum and punch. Lots of different things that we can play within this. What I'm going to look at really is a little phrase that I've kind of not used for a while. And it was, if ever there's a problem with the hands, let the feet sort it out. And that's kind of what we're looking at. So I just want to give this as a little extra consideration. Have you just been going down the road? Alright, okay, cool. So pack facts out on any one of these if you will. And I'm going to block it, that's fine, okay? So I'm just turning into that, that's fine. Oh yes, the power going in. Because I'm kind of, I suppose, I'm centered, I've got that choice, but more than centered, I'm grounded. So what I want you to do this time is take a step back while you're rolling. So step back, and then as I step in, you're going to walk onto that. Because you're always in danger when you're in transit, and this is the thing. I need you to kind of keep balanced with this mentally, because it's very easy to step back, and that's, so I just kind of got him there on the half beat, really. If he continues to roll and he steps back, then it's very easy for me to walk onto that, his timing's fine. But I might not step in immediately. So you step back, keep the rolling going, and from there, whenever I step in, just let that be the pack. So I'm going to walk in on that one. Again, we roll, we step back, keep changing your leg, we'll keep balanced, and then whenever I step in, wrong one, because you have to speed up to there. So just allow yourself to keep this tick-tock, this kind of metronome. You step back, just stay in the moment, whichever time I step in, that's the one that you're going to pack, because I'm going to be kind of a bit light-footed. That makes sense? So again, if I pack facts out on you, and you stop me, that's it, again. Here, cool, if I step back, when you step in, I'm going to make sure that I get him at that point as he's en route, whichever arm it is, whichever side it is. I don't know that until he steps in. So that's one way we're going to look at this. Turning punch. So while I'm rolling, if you drop a turning punch in, and again I can feel that, so I can turn with it. And I can defend that, so again, boom! Now again, same rules apply. Step back, stay there. When I step in, whichever arm it is where the punch goes in. Because again, I'm in danger when I'm in transit. So again, you step back. I might step in straight away, that's it. Or there might be a bit of a pause with this. You step back. Actually, step up, you might. But I might back faster. But this is then how we get that understanding of that two-way conversation. Because it's important that let's say somebody's got really tight positions, and they're not going to give anything away. So again, if ever there's a problem with the hands, let the feet sort it out. So you step back, I then walk in, and I walk onto that turning punch, and because I've got no grounding at that point, I'm in transit. So it's very good for you to understand how, again step back, how you can dominate this while somebody's moving in towards you. That's a very simple thing. So let's say we're in a range here, and this is a situation, I might move back a little bit because that's fine. If he steps in from there, then obviously I'm going to do something at that point because I've stepped back to give him an out. I'm trying to stop this, I'm trying to diffuse this situation. So this is one of those ways how we get Cheese Out not being a fight, but it's a game, but we get all the ingredients from that fight and put them into this game format, which means it gives you the ability to train these kind of street mentalities and principles without having to contend with that fear control. So that's kind of what we get in Cheese Out. And it's enjoyable, it's fun. So again, you step into range and you're going to get hit. That's what you need to remind yourself. Because again, it's that traffic light principle. This is green, orange, red alert. So when I get in there, you've got to make sure that you are ready for it. So if I step into your range, you're going to belt me. Boom, smashing, great. Knowing that, you need to realise that when you step into my range, you might get belted. So this is the thing, that's the flip side of that is more important. Alright, because it's more important than you know how to defend yourself. If you know, walk away, talk out of it. If you can't do that, hit first. That's the way it's got to be. You know, fast and furious. So keep going until you're safe. You know, that's fine. But if it's all gone Pete on, you know, if everything's kind of hit the wall and someone throws a punch, then we need to be ready for that. And I'm not saying that, you know, that's how we're going to do it, but we need to make sure that we're always thinking defensively. Don't ever kind of let this go and just think, right, I've had enough, I'm just going to hit him. Because you step in and you probably get hit before you even have a chance. So, understanding range. If I step back, it's because I'm giving an out. If he steps in, he needs to assume that he's going to be walking onto something. Likewise for me as well. So the flip side of this, you know, if someone steps back and maybe they move back a little bit, you know, you step in, you could say, well, you deserve it. But there might be a reason for that. Maybe I'm trying to get him out of the room. You know, he's just wandered into the children's party. You know, this is a nice children's party, and this depravate, this alcoholic, this lunatic has just wandered in. I mean, look at him. Look at him, really. So I need to get him out of the building. You know, like, come on, out you get. Oh, he's out here. So I go on, get out. And he might still be arguing. He might step back a little bit while he's still arguing. So it's just, I'm not ever teaching you to be paranoid or anything like that. I just want you to have this constant state of awareness. So don't, you know, if somebody is in a situation where they're angry, then to just walk straight into that, you might be walking onto something. So just being cautious when you're stepping in. Being cautious when somebody is stepping into you. So it's about understanding how we can use the advantage point of that distance being closed down and how we don't get caught in that trap ourselves. So again, whenever we play Chi Sao, it's a two-way conversation. Alright, we've always got this going. So if you step back, I might step in and you might pack facts out. It's really clean and obvious for everyone to see. It's fantastic. If I step back and you step in, I might try the turning punch. If I step back and you don't step in, I didn't get a chance to do my turning punch. So I'm going to walk in, but I'm going to walk in onto your pack facts out. So just understanding that, you know, whenever we have an opportunity to attack, there's an opportunity to be attacked. So that's the thing. You know, and if anything, what I was saying is focus more on the defensive side, because that's the bit that's going to keep you safe. You know, you might have the hardest punch in the world, but if you don't get to use it, then it's kind of irrelevant. Just do, bless you. Hand up, and away we go. We've got the pack backs out or the turning punch, but I want you just considering stepping back and stepping in. Don't attack on every one of them, because then it's just blatantly obvious. I want you stepping in and having that awareness when you step in, so that's kind of what we're looking at. Brilliant. Cheers, guys. There we go.